under. So take your grip, move across, grab the lat.
Just when you put it on YouTube, and as it works.
And under, swing your hips out, pull, end up in full mount. And try to get this under here because you're going to start setting the arm and stuff. Okay? So that was the first sweep. If you weren't here for this, it's okay. You can go over there. And then last week, we went over breaking the grip, pulling forward, grabbing the lat, okay? You're going for the sweep here, but they just kind of hunker back, like it's going to be really hard to get their weight going. Maybe you don't have enough momentum going this way. So, you're going to turn onto your side, use your knee or your leg to kind of push your hips up off the ground, or you can base like this, get your arm up, okay? And from here, push your hips up. You can either hook with your bottom leg, you can hook his thigh, or bring your knee all the way out. But I kind of like hooking their thigh, because once you get your hips out like this, it's kind of easy just to kind of push them over. And then from here, you can finish setting up sweeps, arm bars, that kind of thing, okay? Or you just take their back, which we'll do right now. So this is what we're gonna work on. We're just gonna kind of drill a couple times before I go over another sweep, okay? Here, move, break the grip, use your knees, pull the arm across, I'll pull it up, pull it across, okay? Sweep, this is kind of happening back. Okay, so shift my hips out, get my arm out. The reason I get my arm out is if I don't get my arm out, I hold on to my arm, I can't get to his back. Okay, so I get my arm all the way out, and keep this tight, so it's hard for him to face me. Okay, also, I'm on my side when I pull my arm out. If I'm more flat, it's easy for him just to pull his arm out, and I can't really get to his back. Okay, so I stay on my side, and it's harder to pull your arm out. It's harder for him to pull his arm out. Okay? And a windshield wiper, your arm, you sit up, windshield wiper your arm out this way. Don't go here, because they can pull your arm back in and flatten you out. Your arms away. Lift your hips. Now from here, you can do it a couple different ways. You can use your leg on their back and lift your hip this way, or plant your foot. Okay? But the key thing here is to point your knee out, to get your base on your knee. If I just leave my knee here, I have to put all my weight in my arm, and it's gonna be tough. I have to let go of this to push up. Okay? So when you come out, pop your knee out a little bit. So now my weight's here and here. And I hold on to this to pull myself on top, and then I get my underhook in case he tries to raise his hips and get me off the front. This is holding me onto his back. That helps me put my hook in, shoot my hips back, and then I cinch my seatbelt. And up on the back. Okay? Any questions on the back take? No, most of us were here last week and remember it? Good enough? Yeah? Good. Okay. Let's give that a shot a couple times each, and then we'll go over the next week. Variations of stuff, you know, they're very similar hardware. So, you know, if, like, say, when I first taught this week, you know, you get into this position and maybe, you know, you're getting ready to do this sweep and you're reaching under and you post that leg up, like a lot of people do, which that kind of makes it easier. You know what I mean? Like, I can very easily hook here, and that puts his weight on me, which is what I want. But sometimes I'll post the weight back farther. Yeah, so you can't really reach it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to underhook. So we underhook this arm here, and then this hand, we want to turn it palm up and fix this grip here. So you have a really nice control over the upper body. Okay, now this foot we're gonna put on the ground. So you can either put the foot on the ground or you can put it on their hip and shift your hips out that way. Underhook. Right here. Okay? Then it's a scissor sweep. If you guys know the scissor sweep with the legs, with this hook, and this hook falls to the mat, and you turn them over. And then from here, if you guys were here for the arm bar, you're in perfect position to start setting up that arm bar with your S mount. Okay? I'm going to teach a sweep from another position next week with like a high guard, but I think it's a good combo with the first sweep I saw. Okay? So everything else is the same. Break the grip away. I see a lot of people breaking the grip, like pulling it way up here. That's not really realistic. Because if he's really holding on, and I come in here, and I'm pulling like kind of in line with his fingers, it's not really going to break. Okay? So you got to pull away from his fingers. Right? There's an opening. This is where the weak spot is in his grip. So you're going to pull towards his hand. Okay? So this, that's one detail that we're going to have to, I want partners to work on it. Maybe have a little bit tighter of a grip. So you have to, actually break your grip instead of, you know what I mean? It's not going to work like that in real life. So whatever they're grabbing, if they're grabbing your lapel or your belt, whatever, you want to go, away or towards the back of your hand, towards your hand, this way. Then you're not pulling up. Okay? You're breaking the grip, pulling straight across. And using your knees this way. Okay? If you can't reach the lat, grab fabric. That's fine too. Okay? So you're gonna go, okay, we got this nice and tight. You can get kind of a higher guard and start going for this. And closer to your leg back. Yeah, so I can't really get it. He knows what I'm doing. I can't get it. Okay, so hold here. This one goes palm up. And you really got to keep their body close to you, okay? Pull your elbows to your sides. Right here. And it's going to be hard for him to get his arm out if you're here. Yeah. And then from here, shift your hips out to that side that his legs close to. You can move your leg around like this. If you're flexible enough, pull your leg up. I'm not, so I have to turn my side, get my heel to my butt this way, and then hook right underneath his knee. Don't go towards their groin because it's going to be harder to lift. Go towards their knee. You have more leverage there. Okay? So right here, kind of stretch their body out. Here. Now you're in perfect position. You come up, you bring your knee up to your elbow, basically, that's behind his head, and then get into your S mount that I showed earlier. Don't walk your leg up like this because there's too much space. You're going to straighten your leg, turn your heel, and then pull them tight. Pull everything tight. Then you can go into your arm bar. So you can come here, get forward, forward, or if you lose this, switch and go into your arm bar here. Okay? Do we have any questions on that?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
When you hook the leg, and you get ready to elevator sweep them,
Yes.
How important is it to, are you extending your hips? Like pull them away like a regular elevator?
So you're talking, yeah. So when I'm here,
Yeah.
like this, you're talking like arch this way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanna stretch their body out here. So if he's just kind of hunkered back like that, it's gonna be hard. So you look up, stretch your back.
So you're extending your hips?
Yeah.
Okay.
To kind of chop at his bottom leg. And then it's important to follow that up and bring your knee up to your elbow right here, because you're in a really good position here, like super good. You have his arm across his body, and you have an underhook on the opposite side. Because, if he starts thinking about, oh, my arm, and he starts getting his arm in somehow, got the other arm to attack, Or you can cross that right here, and then you're in really big trouble. You got his arms across his body, and you got different sides you can attack. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Any other questions? No? make sure to get that angle. You know, if you have long legs or you're just, you know, not flexing, not all of us are Chris Ferguson. And you know, if you can't reach that, I can't pull my leg unless I go with my hand. I can't just pull my leg there. So, you know, shift your hips and use your angle to your advantage, you know. I can get my leg in this way, right? So I turn my knee towards him, and now I can point my knee up. That's fine. And it's really important here is don't let this grip be loose, okay? Right on the back of his head, holding his head and pulling his shoulder into you the whole time. This should be a tight grip, okay? Because you don't want space here for him to pull his arm out. As soon as he pulls his arm out, oh, sweep's gone. You know, maybe I gotta start looking for overhooks and start going for that sweep maybe. But that makes it more difficult. So you're here, keep this tight. Shift to your side, get to your side as much as possible because that's gonna make the sweep easier. When I'm on my back here, I try to sweep, it's gonna be tough. Gonna use a lot of strength. Get to my side, use my hip pressure to sweep them over, and then do your rest muscle. Good? Okay, good shot.